have been pretty much flat out on all fronts. Paddy's been spraying all of the canola, and then I think he went on to some of the wheat with the box of gold. I've been trying to sow all of the corn country that was under the bales, whatever the bales were out of the way. I started with the corn country sowing and slowly worked my way through it. I've only got one paddock to go, and been trying to take on some other outside drying as well, so that's taken up a fair percentage of our time and effort and whatnot. Let's shift that around a little bit if I can. That light glare out of that. Don't think that's going to work. Yeah, so that's basic rundown of what's been happening this week. I'm a little bit sick, if I'm being quite honest. I've had a bit of a fever for the last couple of days. I don't think it's a cold or anything. There we go. I don't think it's cold or anything, but I just think, yeah, I may have skimmed a cold that I've had previously. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. I'm missing my microphone this week because I left them in my ute, and I haven't been anywhere near my ute since I pulled up on Friday night. I was ended up miles away from my ute, and I just took my took the tractor back to my house, so I haven't even got my ute. It's been sitting down the paddock for 2 days. Anyway, that's all right. Hey Gavin, what's going on, man? What are you up to for the long weekend? Fill us in. Xavier, that's good. Thanks, Xavier. I was a little bit nervous about that. All of my filming gear stuck in the ute. Really need to get it back here and get it charged. Actually, where is it? I've got it somewhere. I had the bag full of it. Is that here? Nah, I think it is in the ute. Anyway, I can probably just charge it in the ute as I'm driving around this week. Plan for this week, a few more corn straw bales going out. We need to get them out to their people who own them, or have had them promised. We need to get them delivered. A few more corn loads to go this week. I'm getting corn inquiries from everywhere. So if you're looking for corn anywhere, pretty much in the lower half of New South Wales, a little bit difficult around big area, but I know there's a few other blokes that are running to there. And Victoria, come and send us a message at andrew@narain.com.au, and I'll see if I can sort you out with the corn. The price is about $3.90 plus delivery at the moment per tonne, so just keep that in mind. There is that much demand for corn at the moment. Oh no, I've lost me. Seem to have lost everything. What's going on here? Can you guys still hear me all good? My video seems to have lost itself. What time is it on my end? It's 7:30. Very quiet weekend. Been pissing down since Friday night. Yeah, okay. Yep, same here. You guys see me at all? I don't know what's going on here. My camera's just decided it's a great time to stop. Don't know what's going on there. Let me just try turning off. Try turning that off, maybe. Hello. I think my app's crashed here. If you can still hear me. Let me go there. Is that better? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It's the first time that's ever happened. Yeah, fair enough. I couldn't even see anything. There's nothing coming. Nothing coming at all. Let me just get rid of these randos. What do we got here? What are your thoughts on the new Morris cars that came to Australia? Let's have a bit of a look at them, eh? It's a bit of what we've been doing lately. Having a look at the new products on the go here.
Changing station over here.
Excuse me. Let's get rid of the kids' YouTube. I share my Narain Grain YouTube with my younger son, and my subscription is just out of control. I couldn't unsubscribe it from enough people quick enough to actually get rid of all of the all of the stupid bloody kids subscriptions that he's got. I haven't even spoken to him about it. Now what have we got? Morris. What have we got? Morris. So I'll just call Morris Cedars. There's a few Morrises around here. I don't know of any of the new carts yet, but that Yahoo, seriously? Why Yahoo? Is Yahoo even a thing anymore? Go to Google. Still coming through there, clear how we guys. Hey Fletcher, what's going on, man? Here we go. Right, let's go to Google. So what have we got? Morris haircuts. Sorry about this. I'm getting a little bit snowed under here. Yeah. So yeah, the Morris haircuts. Get them up here in a second. The Series 10 haircut. Let's see the Series 9. Morris Series. Series 10. Sending them in TikTok looks like a Seedmaster card. Yeah, okay. Righto. I haven't even seen. I've never heard of the Seedmaster until this year, until what's his name? A fella over in WA with a YouTube channel. He started capping on about the Seedmaster. I'd never even heard of it. Or if I'd heard of it, I thought it was some little, brand. Now I was like, oh, it's the same as a Seedhawk, just John Deere. And I was like, oh, righto. Something going wrong. Seriously wrong with my internet here, I think, guys. Try again. What are my thoughts on the Fendt? So, no issues with Fendt. Fendt people are Fendt people. They do the Fendt thing. I don't do the Fendt thing too often. I hopefully will have a demo of it coming out in the not too distant future. That would be good. I have lined it up with the local Fendt dealership, and I think he's going to bring out a Lemken speed tiller, sorry. A Lemken speed tiller. So that will be interesting, isn't it? This Morris, there we go. Oh no, she's sprung into action here now. Technical difficulties all round. We are loading the brochure as we speak to. Let's have a looky. I can't see if you can see anything or not, but you probably get the idea. So it looks like individual tags. I presume there's scars on there. I think I have read enough to know that. So that's one of their bars in the back. There we go. Cells under each tank, very good. Dynamic calibration, very good. That's very similar to the Borgo system. I think it is the gold standard. I don't care what anyone says. I think that dynamic calibration under having the load cells under each tank is the gold standard. There is no better way to calibrate. I see, what's his name? Mike Mitchell talking about it not being accurate or something, and he's like, oh, it's saying that it's 20% out, and instead of just adjusting the calibration number, he's recalibrating every time. Like, what are you doing, bro? Where is the backup support on that one? Like, who is the Borgo bloke going, hey, this is what you need to do? Like, that was pretty bad. Go back a couple of videos for Mike Mitchell stuff if you follow him, and you can you'll see what I'm talking about. It was like, I don't like this over the 7000 series haircut. I was like, bro, you don't even know what you're doing. It was pretty basic stuff too. Like, well, I wouldn't make he's a fair way through seating and hasn't figured it out. Like, we figured it out in the bloody first day. Everyone does. Anyway, I have nothing against the bike, but that was pretty dumb. So what do we got here? So I was skipping through here while I was talking about Mike Mitchell. So what do we got? So if he's got wheat at 60 kilos per hectare, UAN at 142, UAN. They must be liquid tanks as well. 20 fertilizer 100 kilos. Tank 4, so 29, 117. So maximum hectares is 142. Yep, makes sense. Is that right? Yeah. And then was a bale at 60, UAN at 60, fertilizer at 100, and max is 127. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's at a 740 litre. I have to look at this. Hold on, let me go to the bottom and find the specs on that, see how many litres it is. 740, so that's pretty big. Total capacity 34,000. So it's the exact same as the Borgo that we've got, except it is obviously Morris. So they are two 34,000 litre models. Looks like this one must have the, yeah, it's got the liquid tank. Yeah, it's got the liquid tank. Okay, yep. What else we got here? Improved stairs, yep, very good. Stairs are really good. I wonder if gas shocking them, not bad. Have they got remote opening lids? That's one thing I really wish the Borgo have, and I know they've got that option now, and apparently it's not cheap, but it'd be awesome. Geez, I hate getting up there. The problem is the problem with the remote opening lids not being on there is the first thing you do on the Borgo is you go to the remote, stop the fans, pull the auger out, and then put it generally in position. And then from there you generally walk up there, open the lids, then come back down and just set up your auger. That last little bit. It's always just a bit of a bastard. Anyway, I think I'd pay for that. I would pay for that, whatever it was worth. Someone, the Borgo bloke told me it was expensive, but I'd buy it. Efficient and camera ready tanks, very good. Reduced footprint, very good. High capacity fans, very good. Fast and convenient adjustments, very good. I was just looking at their little spiral fluted seed meter gearbox, spiral fluted metering wheel, dual spiral fluted metering wheel, so that's for your canola. Yeah, pretty basic sort of stuff. Looking at that, looks like we've got a electric actuator on every tank, so that's how you control your section control, very similar to the John Deere, Seedmaster, Seed Hawk, Vadistad, all the same thing. Yeah, so very similar. Auto lift, auto pack, very similar to if you've got their bar, you can do all that. Topcon, very good. I love Topcon. It's very easy to use. And that's about it. Quality you can ride. Very good. Alternator. Oh yeah, it's got an alternator down the back. There's one thing Borgo don't have, and I think it will be a problem for us in the end, but generally these alternators give you a few issues as well. I've seen that with the FlexiCoils back in the day. Convenient adjustments, extend convenience feature. The extend is very good. You put an iPad and have a dedicated logging screen for your seating. Fully integrated liquid, very good. That's handy for a lot of blokes. And that's about it. So, very good cart. I would have no issues with any of that. Sounds like they've done a great job. Those electric motors I'm just reading here are 24 volt. Military grade harness connections. Hopefully that's a good thing. Yeah, very good. No issues with that. I do like the idea of having the electric motors. I just hope they stand up to it, which they probably will. Right, what's the next question? Sorry guys, I just got on a little bit of a tangent there. I don't know, fan. Hey Tate, what's going on, man? Show a video of this bloke this morning. I think he came into your place for a load of corn. Was driving an old CH Mac. Very possible. We did load a couple of loads of corn out. Can you send me the link? How can I get that link? Tell me what it was called, can you, Gavin? If you have to leave and come back, I'll go and check it out. That'd be awesome. Hey, Tom, what's going on, man? Sorry, it's 7:30 is always the time. I'm always here at 7:30. It's a good night for it. Everyone's laid back, having a sneaky beverage. I don't work tomorrow, but everyone else doesn't, so it's good. I'll just enjoy my day of not having to deal with as many people on the farm. You can get a power pack and a Borgo. Yes, you can. Yeah, but I've only seen it mounted on the front of the bar. Yeah, yep, 100%. You can get that. I've seen that. They're very good. Well, I think they'd be very good. Yeah, we've got a fairly long loom. It's doing the job on that quad track. Yeah, but it would be handy. The beauty of that system of not having all that wiring on ours is hard mounted. So when my 600 went down this week, I was like, I just can't get the other 600 to jam it in, put a bloody TopCon screen in, Bosjark, away we go, because it's all hardwired with electric. So having that front mounted on the bar is not a bad idea. Well, it's not a bad idea if you've got a replacement tractor to pull your seater anyway. How much rain did you guys get out? We live in Yalka. Here we got 8 mils. I think we're about the same so far. I haven't checked it. It's still raining here. Just slowly keeps creeping up and up and up. And that's where we're all up to. Oh, hold on, mate. Do you think about the haircut being in front of the bar instead of the back of the bar? Did a TikTok on this not very long ago. I think both have got their advantages and disadvantages. Obviously, having no wheels behind your bar, or no wheels in a cart behind your bar, is very good in soft or wet conditions. It's a bit of a problem I might face on my last paddock that I've got to do. I've got one more paddock to do, and now it's raining another 16 mil. I don't think it's ever going to get dry enough to really get on there, so I have to do some drastic measures. I'll probably lift my press wheels up, and then, look, in an ideal world, I would probably just half fill the seater and try and keep the weight off. But I don't think I'm going to have that much weight on there anyway. So, yeah, I reckon I may get a staggered establishment. I've seen it before with the big heavy box in real wet conditions. I'm actually half thinking about, just because we've got scatter plates in the front, I'm half tempted to just put the smaller box out the front for like, yeah, I'm not sure how I'd do that. Like, I sort of want to put like 20 kilos out the front, just scattering around the tyres, so when the tyres come on, they sort of press it into the ground. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe it's Maybelline. Sorry, continuing on with that question. Yeah, look, we like the tow behind carts. You notice in the States and that they don't really run the tow between carts. It seems to be a almost exclusively Australian thing, but I'm probably wrong there. Yeah, I think it gives you a better finish at the end. I think turning's a little bit more difficult, although a fair few people disagree with that, so I've never done it. Not gonna bet lefty on that one. Also, you're closer to the bar, see stuff going wrong, blocks, whatever. Go and check out my latest YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about. I couldn't have seen that if I was doing it. But someone else said that in the comments on the TikToks too. It's like, something's going wrong when your engine power starts to creep up. And I generally notice that before I notice the block behind me, because I'm not looking backwards all day. You'd sprain your neck. So you generally end up looking forward most of the day until you're going around something, So that's another point to be made. Lighting down there's terrible. You generally can't get as big a carts for a tow between. I think they are keeping up with that now. I think you can get a Borgo 34,000 in a tow between cart, and I think that Morris that we're just looking at, it's still up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a tow between as well, so I think you could definitely get a fair capacity out. You're not going to get that real big Borgo box, but, there's only a handful of people in the world that would ever look at that. I wish I had bought one of those boxes. I think they're a great thing. But at the time, the 9950 we have was sitting in Australia ready to go, so it was just to click the fingers and away we go. There she was. There's a bit of a backstory behind the sale of that Borgo. Tom, you'll be very interested in this. When I was looking at the Borgos, I watched one at Henty, and I asked our mate about the section control on the front, because I said, I don't know how this all works. I said, run me through it. And he showed me the section control, the big up risers at the front of the tank. For those who don't know, go and check out my in-depth seating video. I think it's called Boston Borgo review or something along those lines. Can't remember the exact the name of it. And I remember asking him about that, and I went, holy hell, that's simple. Like, what an easy way to fix a simple problem, or a simple way to fix a problem that I couldn't think of any way of actually solving without going to, like, you got 4 tanks on this Morris, 4 tanks, 8 sections up to 10 sections. Everyone's got a little electric motor on it. I can see why a lot of people are going that way. It makes a lot of sense. It makes for easier seating, but at the end of the day, I really do like the simplicity of the Borgo section control. It just works, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, because you're just putting more. You're putting more seed out somewhere else anyway. I have never seen it not work. It just works perfectly. So, yeah, I was sold on the Borgo. Anyway, my old man, I've been going, let's get a Borgo, let's get a Borgo. There's Flexicoil stuff, though. We're getting an older 3430, I think it is. I go, this Flexicoil's no good. This Flexicoil's no good. We need to get rid of it. And, oh man, we've already changed brands a couple of times. We changed spreader brands, and he brought that one up because it was a colossal stuff up, the Coolman spreader. And anyway, he wouldn't have been a year later. He comes up and he goes, I was just in the Borgo. There's this real nice looking card in there, $99.50. We should go and buy it. And I'm like, you've got to be bloody kidding me. I was telling you this I was talking about it for a year. It had been a year since I talked about it. Hold on, just close the door. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me, don't you? Like, anyway, he stole the limelight on that purchase. Anyway, it was all well and good, but oh man, he stole the limelight. I'm like, this is a good acquisition. This is my thing. Anyway, God bless him. I'm going back down here. I've lost a few. Have you ever seen the new John Deere sprayers? I just was looking at. I haven't really looked into it that much. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Tom. Yeah, it seems to be a WA thing, and I think that's because of the sand and more sand, which makes sense. That's ever tried going Fabers up there. Just going back to that last one, sorry, Tom. I would say the Toba twin cuts are getting more popular here. I was saying it was probably 75% toe behind. I would say it's more like 60% toe behind now in our area. So they are coming around. I think with the increase in size and people are upgrading their bars and whatever, and I think people are really chasing those 1%ers, and I think not having those wheels behind the seater is a big plus. Would I change? Probably not. But that being said, I can see the utility of it. So you lads ever tried growing Fabers up there? Yes, we did. Would have been back early 2000, I think. 2001 maybe, before my time. So they were not successful. There were a lot more work. So yeah, no, Fabers haven't really taken off much. Young fella here. Buddy, what are you doing? Come to me, mates. Say hello to Travis. Yes, let's not touch everything that's possibly plugged in here. This is my young fella Travis. He's nearly 1. You can see he's got a big goo egg on his head. He's destined to be a tractor driver. Look at his gummies. Can't keep him out of it. Hey, buddy. All right, back to mum.
Here he's go. Here he's go.
He's about ready for a sleep. Yeah, anyway. You're in the Broadband, Faber Country down here, bottom southwest. Yeah. So, as I said, different strokes for different folks with the, Fabers. I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. Yeah, people around us, that canola, barley, wheat rotation is like king in this area. There's a few people doing Fabers, there's a few people doing peas. What else is there around here? Not so many chickpeas down here. It's a bit of a more of a northern crop. Yeah, look, that wheat, barley, canola is king of the rotation here. In fact, a lot of people just run wheat and canola. They don't do the barley thing. Our barley is probably our biggest money spinner. So yeah, now that they're adding mates, everyone's trying to find a nice little bit now. So you're looking at everything 100%. And I don't think it's a bad option to go toe between. I really don't. It's a good option. So hell, go for it, is what I say. I was looking at this Morris cart. Did it have remote opening lids or not? That's the real question. Controls. This guy's variable rate by section. Oh, variable rate by section. That's pretty good. That would be a variable rate by section would be very good because I could actually speed up my center ones and try and compensate for that the treading in effect underneath. You might just up at 10% when it's real wet. I have seen establishment issues in the centre behind with that big bin, particularly when it's full. Yeah, so just looking at that bottom one there, ryegrass grower. A lot of people doing pasture, a lot of people doing, the sheep, half the area is like, 50-50 sheep and cropping, or even just sheep. So yeah, look, there's plenty of other things going on that are not cereals as well. Cereals or seeds, whatever you want to call them. I've seen a picture of the tank lids. I think they've got a handle looking system. Conveyor. Nah, they look like they're latchable. Don't know if they got the automatic lids. I would buy the automatic lids if I had the option, if they've got them, because it's a pain in the ass getting up there. The other thing I would like to see, so the one thing that's always irked me about my Borgo Borgo box, I should say, there's a little remote. You control all of the controls of the elevator, pulling it in, you're pulling it out, starting it up, stopping, all that sort of stuff. And on the newer models and ours, they actually come up with the hectares and kilos that you've got in the tank you're filling. That would be absolutely awesome. I would pay a lot of money for that. Unfortunately, my loom isn't quite right. The blokes at Borgo, Tom, we were talking about that. Trying to get that sorted. Still trying to get that sorted. It sort of fell by the wayside again. Look, I don't know if it's worth pursuing. I really don't, but it would be awesome to have. I was in a situation on Friday where I needed it. It happens quite a lot. Because the idea is you can fill the tank up to the hectares you want. I go, I need 20 hectares to do this piece of the paddock. Then I want to change out the seed, which is I happen to do. So I was sowing this new high amylose wheat. If you follow me on Facebook, you would have seen me talking about it. I got Haul 1, and then there was a Haul 1 old seed. Sow that out. Haul 1, sow that out. Got to Haul 2, and I couldn't sow it out because I ran out of paddock, so I had to shut off about 2 runs early to go back to Scepter. Well, I would have just liked to have gone, I really want 95 hectares out of this 105 hectare paddock, and then the last 2 runs would have been Scepter, but I couldn't do it, so there's a bit of a problem there. It happens from time to time. You'll really want to know how many hectares are in your box or how many kilos are in the box, and you just can't, So, did we get any rain now? I think we're up to 16 or 18 mils. I'd have to look at my phone to actually see that. I use the schedule it, moisture probes and rain meters. Plus, I've got one here in the house I could go and look at, but yeah. I think we're up to 18 mils, I think. Pulled down our shooting shed, my man, that said never get a sheep. We did too, don't worry, Rory. We didn't pull down the shed, but we pretty much ditched all of our sheep. There's only, there's only what is there? I think we were up to about 400. I think we're back to about 300 now. We destocked a little bit to just combat the what was I talking about? That's my train of thought. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, I've lost it. So we're talking about sheep. Lots of sheep equals a lot of foxes now during lambing. Yep. So I got a shooter on the property, didn't realise he was there. No one said anything to me. Jimmy's talking about it. I said, Jimmy, where did these bloody foxes come from? You didn't bloody shoot him. I didn't shoot him. He goes, no, we've got a shooter, and he towed up 6 in one night where they use the lambing. I was like, you little bastards. They prey on them. They really do. I forgot what I was talking about before. I had it in my head and then I changed. Yeah, we were destocking the things so we didn't have to feed them as much because we're just running out of a bit of feed for them. So we was happy to get rid of. I think we got rid of 100, and they made 215 average, which I thought was pretty good. They're pretty good. I reckon yours is 1 year too early. Easy swap to do. Just expensive wiring harness required. Look, Tom, book me in. Get Mark to send me out a thing for the wiring harness because I'd pay for it. I think, but it was $5,000 or something. Anyway, let us know what it is. You're on, Tom. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. I've been a little bit late. We've been here for 30 minutes. You can catch me over on the TikTok. I'm about to go over there. If not, we will see you all next week. Have a great long weekend. Have a great day off tomorrow. And look out for the new YouTube. Get your merch. Still plenty of merch. It is freezing out there. I've gone to the beanie. You'll see that in the next. You'll probably see that in the next video. And I think I'm just going to change my midweek video from Wednesday to Thursday. Just give me a bit more time to film at the start of the week when a lot of the stuff's going wrong. I found I did almost all of my filming this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I've been sitting on this YouTube you've been watching, if you've watched it so far, for Sunday night since Wednesday. I think I had it edited by Thursday. I think I touched it up and added, if you haven't, go and check it out. I added the Linkin Park at the start. Very good song. And the editing come out pretty good, I think. You tell me. I really liked it. I had to pay for a license for that, so go and enjoy that. It's, I think it was $10 or something, $8. It was enough, but to be honest with you, we make a little bit from the videos anyway. So anyway, go and grab your hoodies, go and grab your beanies, get rugged up. Just type Narain Grain into Google, or you can find a link somewhere here. Righto, catch you later. Have a good one.